And is dead, and it's all over loud music. A man is accused of pounding on his neighbor's door, telling him to turn it down. Well, that triggered a fight and ultimately a deadly shot. Fox 35's Marie Ettinger is joining us live now in Orange County. So, Marie, you spoke to the victim's family today.
Just a few moments ago, actually, Lou, and I was able to talk with the mother and youngest brother of Arnold Rapatalo, the man who was shot and killed in this incident. They are heartbroken and still trying to digest what happened. That was January 21st when he was shot and killed. Fox 35 was on scene that night. We were called out initially, or police were called out initially, just for reports of that shooting. The arrest was only made a week later. That was Michael Thrasher brought in for the shooting. And we've just learned that the investigation has revealed, as you mentioned, that he was starting a fight allegedly because of loud music that he was playing next door, and that led to a fight that ultimately resulted in Arnold being shot and killed. The sheriff's office says that they are still going to be investigating, going around and reviewing surveillance video. I was out there today talking with neighbors. They said that they had heard loud music play before, but they didn't have any problem with it, that it was really only Thrasher who seemed to have an issue. I did also talk again with the uncle of the victim here, Arnold, who said that he is just mortified hearing how this actually played out, and that being killed by somebody allegedly for loud music playing is just heartbreaking to hear. His brother, I talked with about how he'd want to be remembered.
Now, let me say something. We all know how the situation took place. He knocked on the door, banged on the door like he usually does. He told him turn down the music. The dude said no. And he couldn't control himself anymore. He couldn't control his emotions. I guess they might have started to tussle. Somebody was losing, or he just, you don't know if he just pulled out a gun right away or the fight happened, he was losing, but over loud music? Come on now. If anything, if it's too loud, call the police. If it's too loud, because there is noise ordinance, something like that. You can't be loud after a certain hour. Too loud. But let's keep going.
As a family, we're trying to stay strong. We're trying to stay connected with each other. Just, making sure everybody is able to grieve properly. I would want him to be remembered as somebody that was just a very loving person.
We learned both of the people involved in this, the victim and the alleged shooter, were military veterans. Arnold served 4 years in the Navy, and Thrasher spent a little under a year in the Marines. I did also learn that Thrasher has been violent in the past and served time for it. I'll be talking more about that tonight at 6. You'll also hear more from Arnold's family. Live in Orlando, Marie Ettinger, Fox 35 News.
Now, let's get over into this next video and see if they give us any more details.
An Orange County man is accused of shooting and killing his neighbor for playing his music too loud. Michael Thrasher appeared before a judge for the first time today. West 2's Luana Munoz is live from the sheriff's office right now with what happened in court and what neighbors are now saying. Luana.
Yeah, that's right. Michael Thrasher did appear before a judge for the first time today. Very briefly, the judge gave him no bond, and residents in that neighborhood where the shooting happened are hoping that this shooting will lead to better security in the area.
Mr. Thrasher, are you here today?
32-year-old Michael Thrasher appeared before an Orange County judge Thursday afternoon for the first time since his arrest. Court documents show on January 21st, Orange County Sheriff's deputies were called to these apartments on Moselle Avenue off Old Cheney Highway. Deputies say Thrasher, quote, walked out of his apartment armed with a handgun and went to his neighbor, Arnold Rapatalo's apartment to confront Rapatalo due to excessive volume of music or noise. Surveillance video shows Thrasher, quote, banging, kicking, and attempting to force entry by trying the door handle. When Rapatalo opened the door, deputies say Thrasher stuck his foot in to keep it open. Deputies say an argument turned into a physical fight with Thrasher hitting Rapatalo. That fight continued outside, where Thrasher, quote, drew his firearm from his waistband and fired one round into Rapatalo's chest, ultimately killing him. One neighbor we talked with moved into the complex the day after the shooting.
Now, let me say something. That sounds like he was aiming to kill someone. To me, that because You walk outside with your gun in your hand, ready to go. It's crazy.
Worried a little bit because I was told that this area was changing. It's actually changing for the better. I spoke with some of the neighbors and it seems to be doing better, but it does make me a little nervous.
While deputies have increased patrols since the shooting, neighbors who've lived there longer say the area isn't always safe.
A lot of traffic goes through here all hours of the night, anywhere from 11 at night till sometimes 6 in the morning. Get a lot of overflow because on the backside of BP, obviously, there's the methadone clinic.
Thrasher faces charges of first-degree felony murder while engaging in a burglary and armed burglary of an occupied dwelling with battery.
And Thrasher is due back in court on February 3rd for a pretrial hearing. Covering Orange County, live from the sheriff's office tonight, I'm Luana.
Now, this is a crazy situation. Some of the things they said that he came out of his apartment with the gun, knocked on his door, tried to open it, tried to get in. And when he opened the door, he stuck his foot in it like, yeah, nah, you can't close the door on me. And then when they finally went outside, he shot him in the chest. Let's go over into the AI breakdown to see if they tell us anything different or just any new information. Let's get over into it. So as we know, a 38-year-old U.S. Navy veteran was shot and killed in Orange County following a dispute. The shooting happened on January 21st, 2026 at the apartment of the 1200 block of Moays Avenue. I probably said that wrong. Surveillance video reportedly showed Michael Anthony Jr., 32, kicking and banging on the door to complain about the volume of the noise. When he opened the door, a verbal altercation escalated into a physical fight outside the apartment. Thrasher allegedly backed away, pulled a handgun from his waist, and shot him in the chest. He was transported to the local hospital where he later died. Thrasher was arrested approximately 1 week later on January 28th. I wonder why it took so long to arrest him. I'm assuming he claimed self-defense. Self-defense. I don't know why I got tongue-tied on that. Self-defense. Maybe they took a week to investigate and determine that it was murder. He faced charges of first-degree murder and armed burglary. He was held without bond following his first court appearance. Thrasher, a U.S. Marine Corps veteran who served for at least 1 year, for less than a year. He had prior criminal record, including a 2021 plea deal for hitting a girlfriend with a gun and a 2023 conviction of fleeing from the police. Oh yeah, this man he had a screw loose already. The family of the victim described him as a light in the community and a member of the local running community who had recently moved to Florida from New York. Let's see, AI knows what I want to see. Let's get more details on his criminal history. So he has a history of violent and non-compliant behavior. So let's see. In 2021, Thrasher accepted a plea deal when he hit his girlfriend in the head with a gun. 2023 fleeing conviction. While still on probation for the 2021 gun-related battery, he was convicted of fleeing from law enforcement. Following the 2023 conviction, he was sent back to jail and was only released in March of 2024. He served briefly in the U.S. Marine Corps as a private E1 from September 11, 2011 to August 2012, serving less than a year. He is currently facing charges and what we know. It's a crazy situation. Absolutely crazy situation. But you never know what something so little as playing loud music can drive someone crazy enough to where they even think of killing you. Even think of it coming through their mind. It just goes to show how close people are to stepping over that edge. It's an absolute crazy situation. At the end of the day, call the police. Call the police. If they're being too loud, you told them before, and if they are breaking the noise ordinance, I think I said that right this time, call the police, and the police will handle it. There's no need for you to go over there, get into a confrontation that's going to most likely end in a fight because you can't handle your own emotions. It's a crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said.